But Mike Devine had posted something on Facebook about leading talents. And he thought, maybe we could have workshops. I told him, well, we have this workshop with silk talents. It's got to be. Genevieve, when did we make the silk talents?
10, 15 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like more than 10, but.
About 15-ish?
Yeah, maybe.
I should have put a year on mine.
Here we are. How are you, Mary?
No, I'm not.
So good to see you guys. I'm European, I want to. So, doing flowers, and we'll be doing it together
So,
until I get too old and decrepit and I can't do it
I
anymore.
mean,
so when do you think we'll start?
I think
I can't really say agree with
the
board meetings, I can
finches,
say like
finches
four,
are taking care of their own flowers.
one quarter
So
per
it's
inch
the
I can
next
deal with. As long
I
as
don't,
it's
I don't know.
not
Killer
crazy
beans.
words.
See you.
I mean, I know the crazy words, I just can't read them.
Fuse.
Yeah.
Oh, in the house?
No, a fuse
Little
in one of the
slash cords.
strands. In the next strands. I
Little
haven't got
roll
all the
before.
colors yet, but it's the fruit. Mark
Wow.
figured it out. Right.
So,
Hi.
these are the ones,
Oh.
one I made.
And I made one.
Jennifer's looks a lot better.
Oh, no.
That looks great, no, it's really
I
beautiful.
love the colors.
Yeah, I like the colors, but the paint, like.
It was interesting to get used to.
That's part of it.
Yeah, how.
Part of it is the
Humanity.
How it all.
unpredictability of it.
Yeah.
Because, we had talked on Facebook about it, I
Yeah.
read tonight's.
Yeah, no, thank you, yeah.
Except it's upside down. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's upside down.
It all depends on where your thinking is, where your prayer is.
Okay, the prayer was on top. Is that the prayer? Or is this it? No, that's his.
Oh, yeah. You got it.
Can you look at me?
You have it right. Oh, the letters again,
Right,
right?
because I was reading the prayer off of it. Glasses are there, yes, okay.
I need black tonight. Be color coordinated. You know,
Yeah, regular service until, after the Amidah, and then we'll do, we'll take out the Torahs and do Hakafot and do some blessings. I'm going to read it in English. Hopefully more people will show up. I mean, this is, half the people here are the band.
I see the young people who are flowers are gone.
Yes, I saw that.
And, I just gather the flowers. It depends on the vase. The big vase or the small vase, I just get a bunch of them and bring them here.
Because I'm looking for 142, not 152. Hi, Shabbat Shalom.
Is there chocolate hidden in the butler's pantry?
Jerry Rabinovitz brought some. No, I didn't see it. He said he would be here.
Oh, he's supposed to bring it.
He's brought it, but I haven't seen it,
But
but I
we
haven't
don't know
actually
where it
looked.
is.
I haven't actually
I
looked.
see, he brought it earlier.
Yes.
Okay.
But
Seems to be a mystery about where it is.
he said he had brought it, and he said he was going to be here tonight. However, he comes all the way from Castro Valley, so.
When you light the candles, if you want to say
CJ, you'll be reading the announcements tonight? Okay, we don't have a printed out announcement sheet, so what I did is I printed out the front of this. So you'll mention next week's Shabbat service.
Yeah.
Here you mention religious school.
Yeah.
I added the book club on Monday,
Okay.
so that's that, and then we'll just say, does anybody else have any announcements?
Well, the only one I know about is that the Social Justice Committee is being moved from election night. We just haven't
But that's
picked a
not
date
until,
yet.
we don't have to, no, it was the 12th, isn't it? Wasn't it
Was
moved to
it
the 12th?
decided?
I thought it
Okay,
was.
Okay,
Um,
but it's an alert.
November.
But it's an
But-
ad for the Social Justice Committee and for the election.
Yes, well, you could tell people to vote, but I don't think we need to talk about the meeting tonight.
Okay, all right.
But you
Don't
could
forget to
remind
vote-
people to vote.
So I was telling CJ that when she does the candles, she can either chant or read them,
Yeah,
and we are not going to, it doesn't need to.
no,
Okay.
okay, oh, you're sticking them in there?
Oh, yay,
Right.
drives me nuts.
Okay.
Okay.
I forgot my candle at home.
I gave mine to Lauren to dispense because, hi Shelley.
I had stuff that I wanted to do.
My badge disappeared a couple weeks ago. Oh, this one's already stuck. Oh, all right.
I don't know, I try and press them in pretty hard, but, okay. Okay, I know that there are people here. Where are they? Still too loud, huh? In here. Give them to people to pass out. Okay. I did a menu.
Good.
I usually stand on this side. I don't know.
Okay.
I just usually do.
Then I can read what we're doing from one book. I don't need an additional book.
Okay. I like to follow in the book, but
I do too.
okay. Where'd Genevieve go? Huh?
She's back there. She's behind she's fluting it.
Oh, I don't see. Oh, there she is, behind Josh. Okay. Thank you very much to our Simchat Torah musicians for opening the service with such lovely music. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. It's Simchat Torah. Tonight, Mary Gold and I are leading the service. So we only discovered today that we were leading the service. So unfortunately, the rabbi is ill. So we're not. So if we stumble a little bit, it's because we didn't have a lot of prep time. We would like to start the service with Shalom Aleichem on page 142 in your prayer book.
I'm not a soprano.
I not anymore either.
Okay, good. I can keep up.
After I had bronchitis, I'm not
Right,
anymore.
right.
Okay. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzehem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Why don't you read page 124 once I
On
find it?
page 124,
There you go.
we will read, "We enter this sanctuary."
Why don't you read it?
Okay. "We enter this sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls we sit, surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built the synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in our midst. Throughout our long history and our endless wanderings, it has endured, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their true selves." That's enough.
Okay, now we, in our turn, come into this sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. Weariness, doubt, the flaws within our human hearts, the harshness of the weak, let these drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer. 121.
On page 121,
Okay, we're inviting our Oneg host, C.J. Kingsley, to bless and light the Shabbat candles tonight. And if you could also read the top paragraph on page 121 in addition to the blessing.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
always find the match easier, but you did it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
Job well done.
Josh, can you come up and do the Kiddush?
On page 123. Yeah, without the fiddle.
Well, I think it's kind of hard to hold the Kiddush cup. Isn't it hard to hold the Kiddush cup and play the violin simultaneously?
I'm a violinist. I can drink and drive at the same time.
123.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zicharon l'maaseh bereishis ki hu yom techila l'mikra kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-shabbat. Amen.
Amen.
Yashikala.
Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. Okay, we now turn to page 127. Who do you want to invite to read?
Page 127. There are days.
Shelley, could you come up and read on page 127, There Are Days?
There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure, by what we do not gain. On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share. There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that could never be exhausted. On Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we act as if we cared nothing for the right of others. On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty and a better world our goal. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace.
Thank you.
Amen, thank you.
On page 138, we will sing L'chododi. We will sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9.
And it is our custom to rise and face the door on verse 9, if you're able, to rise and face the door as if you were greeting the Shabbat bride. The song has a metaphor of Shabbat as a bride. Okay, which tune?
Whatever, you're the main leader.
Well, Lecha dodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad hishmionu elcham yuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shemo tiferet v'li tehila. Lecha dodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha ki hi makor ha'bracha. Merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'makshava tehila. Lecha dodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela. hitorari, kiva orech kumi uri, uri, shir daberi, kavod Adonai, alayach nigla, licha dodi, likrat kala, panei Shabbat nikabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'sola. Toch emunei am segula, boi chala, licha dodi likrat kala, panei Shabbat nikabela.
Thank you.
Thank you. That made it a lot of fun.
On page 144 is the Hatzi Kaddish.
And the Hatzi Kaddish marks the end of our warm-up into the service and the beginning of our communal prayer service.
And it's one of the bookends of the service. One is the Hatzi Kaddish and the other is the Mourner's Kaddish. The bookends of the main part of the service itself.
So page 144. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba, B'alma divrach Yerusei v'yamli malchusei, V'chaye hon v'yomechon, U'chaye dechol beis Yisrael, Ba'agala, U'vizman karit, V'yimeru, Amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach, Le'olam olam eomayo, Yisparach, Yishtabach, V'yishtabach, Yispar, V'yisroman, V'yisnaseh, V'yishadar, V'yishaleh, V'yishalal, Shemeda Kadisha, Brichu, Le'elam in kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Dami Rabbi Oma, V'yimeru, Amen. On page 146. Okay, please rise if you're able for the Barhu, the call to public worship. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai, Hamevorach.
Baruch Adonai, Hamevorach, Hamevorach, Le'olam Vo'ed. On page 148, the Ma'arif Aravim. It says in English.
Yes, because usually we invite somebody up to read it. Like, Lauren, could you come up and read the Ma'ariv Aravim on page 148 in English? I know you can also read it in Hebrew, but...
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzavaot is your name, ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ha'ma'ariv ha'aravim.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On page 150, we will chant the Havat Olam So please
Together.
join us. Right.
Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amchavta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadetam Al kein Adonai Eloheinu B'shokbeinu u'v'kumeinu Nasiach b'chukecha V'nizmar b'divrei Toratecha Uva-mitzvotecha le'olam voed Ki hem chayenu ve'yorech yomeinu Uvahem neged yomam v'layla V'yavachal tatzir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael.
On page 151, Wisdom and Wonder is going to be read in English.
Myrna, can you come up and read Wisdom and Wonder on page 151? We have it open here, but
We have a book. Great. Thank you.
grab my water bottle. Drink while you're reading. Sorry.
Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol, all these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love that these holiest of your works and the living language that give its form?
Baruch atah Adonai.
Ohev amo Yisrael.
Amo Yisrael.
Amen. Thank you. Okay, now if it is your custom to rise for the Shema, please do so on page 152. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Okay, do we have any religious school students here?
Please be seated.
Vanya, do you know the V'ahavta yet? No?
Okay, where
Okay.
did Jaden go? I saw Jaden here just a little bit ago. You see? Aha, that's okay.
That's okay.
We can do it.
We'll do it. Page 154 of V'ahavta.
Join us, please.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam V'shivtecha b'veitecha, u'vleftecha v'derech, u'shokbecha u'v'kumecha, u'shtartam le'ot al yadecha, v'hayu l'totafot b'neinecha, u'ktavtam al mizot meitecha, u'visharecha, Liman tizkaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kadoshim le'Elohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeitiechem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lechem le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet.
On page 159, sing the Song of Men
And women.
and women.
Judy Jacobs. No, you don't want to
Okay.
read? Okay. Well, the people who are online won't be able to hear you.
The microphone is up here.
I'm not sure there is anyone online.
Oh, okay, go ahead then, read loudly.
Men and women, knowing and understanding and respect the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of the land once ravished by war, now quiet, and content, for soldiers home to leave no more. The song of world redeemed, the song of peace.
Thank you. On page 158 is Mi Chamocha.
Mr. Page, there we go. Please join with us. Mi chamocha b'alim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, no ra tehilot, o seifele, no ra tehilot, o seifele, malechutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei ayom lifnei Moshe Miriam, zeli anu v'yamru, Adonai imlo le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar ki fad Adonai Yaakov, ugalo miyat hathak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael.
On page 161, in English, let there be love.
Joan, could you come up and read at the top of page 161?
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will.
Baruch atah Adonai, Simchat Shalom Aleinu, V'al Amo Yisrael
V'al Yerushalayim.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now on page 162 is Vishamru. So please join us loudly.
V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim v'et ha'oretz. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinofash, Shabbat vayinofash, Shabbat vayinofash. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Patty, could you come up and read in the middle of page 165, prayer invites? This is to prepare us for the Amidah.
Prayer invites God's presence to suffuse our spirits, God's will to prevail in our lives. Prayer may not bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor build a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, rebuild a weakened will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dash.
So now we've reached the midpoint of our service, the tefillah, the standing prayer, the prayer. There's going to be one thing different tonight. In the second, on page 166, we normally, not 166, 168. Usually we've been singing the summer words for rain, Morid Hatal. We start tonight singing the Mashiv HaRuach u'Morid HaGashem, the winter prayer for rain. So be ready for that.
So please stand if you're able.
And we'll start on page 164. We go to page 170 together. Then you will pray silently the thoughts in your hearts or the words on the page until page 180. When everybody is seated, then we will continue with the service. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. El Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imaot, U'mevri Gula Livnei Bneihem, L'man Shemo B'Yahava, Melech Hozer Moshiach Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ezrat Sarah. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, v'koshim b'chol yom yikalu chasela. And I skipped to a different page.
That's okay.
Rav lahoshia, and then morid. I can't read the answer.
Okay.
Halim b'chesed, mechayei ha'kol b'rachamim rabim. Somer noflim v'rofet cholim, u'matir atzumim. Umikayeh emunato l'shenei afar michamocha b'kivrot umido melech melech mimidu chayeh umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'emar talkol hakol Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakol Atah kadosh shimcha kadosh, v'kadoshim b'chol yom yikalu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. anybody's able to carry that big one.
Okay, 4. 7 times 4.
Eric might be able to. And the kids aren't going to carry the Torahs. The kids are not going to carry the Torah. Please join with us on page 178, Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon L'chol HaShalom. Ki atahu melech Adon L'chol HaShalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'anecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol et u'chol sha'ah b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai hamvarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. Okay.
I'm going to sit down.
Okay. Lucky you. Okay, so as mentioned at the beginning of the service, it's also Simchat Torah today. And Simchat Torah means rejoicing with the Torah. And it marks the end of the annual cycle of weekly Torah readings. Every year we start with Bereshit in the beginning, and we end with Moses dying at the end of the Torah. And then we start at the very beginning again. And this happens every single year, all for Jews all over the world. It is a joyous holiday that celebrates the Jewish love of Torah and study. Simchat Torah is celebrated by taking all the Torah scrolls out of the ark, if we have people who are strong enough to hold the big one, and spend the evening dancing, singing, and rejoicing. So we are going to dance around the sanctuary and maybe even into the social hall with the Torahs.
7 times.
7, yes, I haven't got. The scrolls are carried around the sanctuary in 7 circles called hakafot. Though only 7 circles are required, the dancing and celebrating usually goes on longer. If there are enough people present to support the delicate scroll, the Torah can be completely unwound so we can see it all from beginning to end. But I don't think we have enough people here tonight to support the entire, because it will go around the entire social hall. So I don't think we have enough people here to do that, and we don't want to damage the Torah. On this holiday, the last parsha or portion of the book of Deuteronomy is read in the synagogue, followed by the first parsha of the book of Genesis, the end and the beginning of the Torah, respectively. Sweets are often eaten on Simchat Torah to symbolize the sweetness of the study of Torah. At Temple Israel, we give sweets to the participants as we do the 7 hakafot. So we're going to start with a Torah service first. We're not actually going to read from the scrolls, but we are going to take them out. And if you want to march along behind the Torahs, you are welcome to do that. If you want to collect some candy, because I have it on good authority that some people in this room have candy to give to kids or adults. Anybody who wants candy. Some of us are kids at heart. I still like candy. But there are paper bags here on the front pew that you can take to collect your candy in. And as we march around behind the Torahs, people who have candy will give it to you.
It is also customary when you're
either opening the ark or touching the Torah to wear a tallis. And there's a whole bunch of them in the back for anybody who's interested in.
Yeah, no, don't open the candy until we go into the social hall.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, got that, everybody? No matter what your age is, don't open the candy until we are in the social hall. Well, you know, I don't want to single anyone out. Okay, so please turn to page 362.
On 362, we will say the prayers for opening the
We'll
ark.
open the ark, and we have 5 Torahs, so if we have 5 people who would like to take a Torah out of the ark and march around with it,
And we can take turns. Right.
and I do have to say that it needs to be people who are over 13 and maybe even over 18 to carry the Torahs. They can be pretty heavy.
Right. Right.
So, and I mean, I'm well over 18 and I can't carry a Torah. So,
So I'll open if you want to start with Ein Kamoko.
okay. So, okay.
Please
So please rise so we can open the ark. Ein kamocha va'elohim Adonai ve'ein kama'asecha malchutecha malchut kol olamim umemshaltcha bechol dor v'ador Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Av harachamim heitiv avirtzocha et Zion. Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim. Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim. Ki v'cha levad batachnu, melech el ram v'nisa, odon olamim. Okay, and if we could have 5 people come up to the ark to receive a Torah. One of them is quite heavy.
One of them is quite light. I'll take the little.
There is one Torah that I actually can handle.
There's a little one, CJ.
Yeah, I'll take the little.
This is the darkened Torah.
You need to wear a tallis. Okay, what we do is
This
there.
isn't too bad.
No, there aren't 5 people up there yet, so go get in the back and get a tallis. Oh, you're wearing.
Am I allowed to wear one?
The rabbi said that at one of the services recently, so I don't remember which one, but she did say that you didn't have to be Jewish to wear a tallis.
You need to wear a tallis if you're going.
But you do need to wear it if you want to carry a Torah.
Wearing
Bet you've got your teeth, huh?
wearing tzitzit. I know, but
He's converting, so
what?
he's converting.
Oh,
But if you hold it close to your chest like that, then that's supported. You decide you want to hold it close to your heart anyway.
yeah.
Oh,
See,
huge.
some people hold it.
Yeah, that's the heavy one. That one,
So be careful on the stairs.
No, everyone, if it falls, everybody has to
that
fast for
one's
40
pretty.
days.
Yes.
You don't want to do that to everybody.
Okay, so Mary, Yaakov wants one.
Okay, Jerry, can you hand it to Yaakov? Look forward. Yeah, right.
What?
Hold it close to your chest, either right or left.
Not a chop.
Okay, please, on page 364. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Udavar Adonai biyushalayim. Okay, no, we have to do.
CJ, lead the parade.
No, not yet. We haven't done the Shema yet. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Kadosh Shemo Gadlu Adonai Iti Umroma Shemo Yachdav. Okay,
You're ready?
we're ready.
Said all
Okay,
prayers? 'Cause I
Yes.
didn't hear one of them.
okay, we said them.
Are you okay?
Does anybody need a helping hand down? Just take
Lecha Adonai Hagadu. Which one are you gonna play?
You okay? There you go. Take your time.
Okay. Yeah, you follow behind. You gotta go behind them, Jaden.
You did it all 7 times?
Well, this is the first time. Oh, okay, I don't know why
CJ, where are you going?
No, she needs to come back. No, not yet, CJ.
Stay where the people are.
Yeah.
Okay, where the people are. Good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
We'll guide the next group.
Okay, we're just gonna go down the middle and around this
Kim,
way
you
where
wanna
the people are.
We're only gonna go around the center where the people are.
If anybody wants to change with somebody else, I can't hold that one. I have to sit down to hold that one. That's the one I held for Kol Nidre.
I love your skirt.
It's actually a dress.
What fun.
It is fun.
Good. It's good to have fun.
CJ, we're just going down the middle.
We're just going where the people
Because all
are.
the people are over here.
Yeah, switch them out. Switch
Yeah.
them out. That's number 2. Yeah.
Yeah, we've just done 2. I can't carry that one.
Oh, no.
I can touch it, yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Kimmy, do you want, or Sarah?
You want to switch
want-
it out?
Abe, do you want a Torah?
Do you want to switch it out, CJ? Was that 3?
This is 3, yeah. I don't know, Kimmy or Sarah, do you want to carry?
You want to switch it to someone? Right.
No, Sarah can't carry that.
This is a big
If,
one.
Mike, if you've had enough and nobody else can carry
We can
it,
put it one
we
away.
can put it away.
Yeah, Mike!
Do you want to put, oh, okay, okay.
Okay, good. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, maybe Jerry can take this one. How much do you have?
Oh!
Well, the Hakafot are in here, but we can go in there and dance, I guess, if people still want to carry the Torahs. Don't eat it in here. You're setting a bad example, Simon. You're setting a bad example. I said, don't you open them in here. No, he's setting a bad example. I said not to eat them in here. They could eat them in the social hall, but they couldn't eat them in here. Okay, this is the second to last. We have one more after this. One more, yeah. Are you in front of the line? I don't remember who. No, CJ. No, this is our last one. This is the last one. Except that we were going to read them before we put them away.
We'll put them away and you're going to read it in English.
Yeah, I am. But I was
we'll
going to
put
do
them
all
away.
the putting them away. I was just going to have people sit with them, like we usually do.
Okay. Sure, good idea. That's it.
Okay,
Have a seat.
Okay, have a seat because we're gonna do the quote unquote Torah reading now.
Thank you for organizing it.
You know, I was just trying to figure things out.
I'm just a substitute.
Yeah, this was very last minute. So.
Oh, good. Oh, Rachel got it. Good.
Well, we're gonna put them back in after Irene, like we usually do. Okay, you can just sit. We're gonna read the portions. Just sit with it while we read the portions. That's a heavy one. Okay, so that's all of them. Yes. Thank you. Okay, if everybody could take their seats, we're going to do a very quick Torah service.
The Taurus is sitting down, so you can too.
Okay, the Torah blessings are on page 368.
And we can all say them together.
We're all going to say it together. Page 368. Everybody open their book to page 368 and don't eat your candy yet. Baruch hu et Adonai hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'nasan lanu es Toraso. Baruch atah Adonai nosein ha'Torah.
Blessed are Adonai who is blessed. Blessed Adonai who is blessed now and forever. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has chosen us from among the peoples and given us the Torah. Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives the Torah. And we're going to do this in English.
So we're doing the last chapter in Deuteronomy, and I am going to condense it. Moses went up from the steppes of Moab to Mount Nebo, to the summit of Pisgah, opposite Jericho. And Adonai showed him the whole land, Gilead as far as Dan. And Adonai said to him, "This is the land of which I swore to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I will assign it to your offspring. I have let you see it with your own eyes, but you shall not cross here." So Moses, the servant of Adonai, died there in the land of Moab at the command of Adonai. God buried him in the valley in the land of Moab near Bet Peor, and no one knows his burial place to this day. Moses was 120 years old when he died. His eyes were undimmed and his vigor unabated. I have a long way to go. The Israelites bewailed Moses in the steppes of Moab for 30 days. The period of wailing and mourning for Moses came to an end, and Joshua the son of Nun was filled with the spirit of wisdom because Moses had laid his hands upon him, and the Israelites heeded him, doing as Adonai had commanded Moses. Never again did there arise in Israel a prophet like Moses, for whom Adonai singled out face to face, for the various signs and portents that Adonai sent him to display in the land of Egypt against Pharaoh and all his courtiers and his whole country, and for all the great might and awesome power that Moses displayed before all Israel.
So the very beginning of the Torah, Bereshit, starts, when God began to create heaven and earth, the earth was unformed and void, with darkness over the surface of the deep, and the wind from God sweeping over the water. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and he called the darkness night. And there was evening and morning on the first day.
So now the blessing after the Torah, at the bottom of page 368.
368.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nosal besochenu, Baruch atah Adonai, nosein haTorah. Amen. Okay, now the Torah holders, please, everybody please rise. The Torah holders are going to bring the Torahs back up to the ark.
Yes, yes.
The one with the crown goes in the middle. The rest of them I'm not 100% certain. Careful. Eric knows what to do. You can supervise. Well, I know the one with the crown goes where it is, in the back there.
That's all right, that's good, he's good.
That's one over here.
It's okay. Thank you. It's a mitzvah, thank you. No, but with the Garfinkel Torah has the name on it. Right.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we can
Does
close
this say
it.
open,
No,
close it?
close it, yeah.
Close it?
Close it. Because we have to do Mishnah Rock before we do it right now.
Dark is closed.
Okay, you may be seated and turn to page 371 for the Mishnah Beirach, the prayer for healing for those who are suffering from illness of body or illness of spirit. I do not have a list of people who have been already told to the office, so if there is somebody you are praying for, just raise your hand and we'll call on you.
Yes.
CJ. Oh, Rabbi
Minster.
Minster.
Yes.
Thank you. CJ?
No,
Oh, okay. Yes, Rachel?
Gabrielle Green and Victoria Van
Thank you. Okay, so in the middle of page 371.
Anyone else? Yes. Eric?
Thank you. Oh, and Rachel? Oh. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Terrific.
okay.
Anyone else? Joan?
Thank you.
Elaine Kaufman, indeed. Thank you.
Okay.
Great. I'm good. Thank you, thank you. Can always have another blessing, it's all good.
Okay, so please sing it with us on middle of page 371. Mishebeira Avotenu Mikor HaBracha La'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishebeira imotenu mikor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Announcements.
CJ, that's you. And again, we don't have a full list of announcements tonight, but yeah, so here and then on the other side, sorry.
All right. Thank you to Allison and Mary for leading the service. Thank you to Rachel for being our greeter, right?
And thank you, CJ, for hosting the Oneg.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you for Eric for all you do and for the technology help. And thank you to the band. And for everybody for coming, Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. Thank you for coming to celebrate the Torah. I'm going to read you a few announcements. Next Friday night is November 1, and we will have services at 7:30. Skip Skoskin will lead, and Alexis Hamel will be our greeter. The Oneg is a TBA, so if somebody has an occasion or wants to sponsor an Oneg, next Friday night is open. The board rep will be Camille Landau.
But contact Allison if you're going to do the Oneg so she knows.
Yes. Sunday, October 26th, which is in a couple of days, is 9:15 will be religious school. And Monday, October 28th is at 8 o'clock is Dave's Swing Band and the book club meeting on Zoom.
And that's at 7 o'clock, not at 8 o'clock.
Right, the 8 o'clock is the Swing Band, 7 o'clock is the book club meeting. Please do not forget to vote. If you know anybody who hasn't voted yet, please remind them to vote and say, let's go vote. Don't forget to fill out your ballot and turn it in.
And does anybody else have any other announcements that we didn't know about? No?
Anybody
Okay,
else have
thank
an
you.
The
announcement to make?
Holiday Fest is
Oh, yes, the Holiday Fest.
November 17th.
Thank you,
Come by
yes.
and buy.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody who's been contributing to the High Holy Day food drive.
Yeah, today is the last day of the food drive. Pardon? What is it, sweetie?
Exactly, well, are we going to give out to the food drive?
Well, all those, you already gave something to the food drive.
And
I
thank
remember
you.
You went shopping with your mom and bought a big bag of things to give to the food drive. And we've taken them over to the food bank, and they appreciate it. And there's more things back there that we'll be taking next week.
Thank you very
CJ.
much for coming. You're welcome. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.
Hag Sameach. Okay, 586.
Do you ask mourners to come up?
Yes.
If you're in mourning or you are observing a yard site, we'd like to invite you up to open the ark for the Olenu. Or if you want to come up. Okay.
Okay. Jerry,
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Judy's going.
Right, thank you.
I was going to give her mine. Oh.
Jerry has a towel for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jerry. I'll get you some candy. Do you have the kiddush
The Kaddish, yeah, I have.
of the art sites?
Yes,
There's more than that, isn't there?
there's up there.
Okay.
Yes. I
Please
printed them out
stand
of
when the
bulletin.
ark is open.
On page 586 at the bottom.
586.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol latetu al yotzer bereshit shelo asanu k'voyet haratzot v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shelo asanu k'elkeinu ham v'gor aleinu k'chol ha'olam אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומורדים לפני מלך מלא המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. You may be seated. No, not yet. Now you may be seated.
Thank you.
Okay, do you want to read their stars and I'll read the names?
I don't want that one.
Oh, okay. That's my favorite.
So on page 592, we'll start the Kaddish prayers. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking in the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give to me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've loved or have known or loved, and you cannot give me away. At least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me the best by letting hands touch hands, by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when that's left of me is love, give me away. So we're observing.
So
Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, from our loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, life and death.
Tonight we are remembering people who have died within the last 12 months. My son's father-in-law, Fu Fan, Lee Soskin, Henry Saunders McCoy Jr., Karen Ogorzalek, Lynn Sang Shostak, Linda Minster, Bruce King, Karen Bell, Phyllis First, Marshall Minster, Kenneth Kaufman, Mark Klein, Dick Levine, Barbara Choate, Carol Foreman, and Scarlett Lehman. Are there any other names that you would like to say of people who have died in the past? In the past year, yeah. And also we remember those who have died in the war between Gaza and Israel, and now Lebanon and Israel, and now Iran and Israel, and all those who have died in the war between Russia and Ukraine, and all those who have died of COVID. We're remembering tonight the yahrzeits of Ellis Irving, Dina Sobolev, Gregory Bereslavsky, Benning Pasquale, Deborah Adler-Cook, Hyman I. Krongard, Arthur Martin Jr., Bernice Lax, Sam Goldbert, and Wayne Yin. Are there any other names that should be mentioned tonight? Thank you. He's next week.
Thank you.
And we also remember those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. If you would please turn to page 598 and rise for the Kaddish.
If it's your tradition, we usually stand for those who have no one to stand for them.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, b'yalma divrach Yerusei v'yamlich malchusei, b'chayachon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beis Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv imru amen. V'hei shmei Rabbah mevarach li'olam omei omaya, yisparach v'yishtabach v'yispa'ar v'yisvaman v'yisnaseh, v'yissadar v'yishalev v'yishalal shmei d'kudusho barichu. Le'elam min kol berchata v'shirasa, tushbachata v'nechamata, da'amiran b'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. You may
Thank you.
be
Please
seated.
be seated.
And we're turning to page
625
for Adon Olam.
Adon Olam,
And let's do the,
a lively tune.
yes, let's do the call and response one.
Okay.
Okay, so we say Adon Olam, you say Adon Olam. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, V'yet Nasa, V'hetzav Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikro Adon Olam, V'yacharei Kichlot HaKol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikro Adon Olam, V'hu Haya, V'hu Hoveh, V'hu Yeh B'tifara Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, V'yet Nasa, V'hetzav Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikro Adon Olam, V'hu Echad V'ein Sheni, L'hamsir Lo L'hafira Adon Olam, V'li Reishi, V'li Techlit, V'lo Hosman Nisra Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, V'yet Nasa, V'hetzav Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikro Adon Olam, V'hu Eli, V'hai Goli, V'tzur Lo B'yitzra Adon Olam, V'hu Nisi, Umanosli, Manak Kosi V'yomikro Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, V'yet Nasa, V'hetzav Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikro Adon Olam, V'yado Avkid Ruhi, B'yen Yisrael Yiro Adon Olam, V'imruhi Gaviyati, Adonai Livio Yiro Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, V'yet Nasa, V'hetzav Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikro Adon Olam.
Thank you all.
Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach. You're all welcome to go into the social hall for an oneg. And if you collected candy, you can start eating the candy.
Where is it? Oh, I got it. Thank you. I can make that. take my chauffeur home finally.
Oh, yes. I have such shin splints, I can't breathe. Okay. Huh?
What did you say?
I said I had such shin splints.
Yes, indeed.